Good morning and welcome to Marty Snook Park here in Hagerstown, Maryland. We kick off today's action with the number 4 team in the WCFFL Power Rankings. Red Knights, quarterbacked and coached by Andy Hoffman. You can see on screen the number 9 in front of us. Versus the number 9 team in the rankings, Warriors. This is the third meeting all time between these two squads. Knights have a 2-0 advantage so far. Warriors seek out not just their first win against the Knights, but the first win of this regular season. Knights are in the red, Warriors are in the blue and black. Knights based out of Hagerstown, Maryland, a local favorite here, as is the Warriors, who are based out of Boonesboro, Maryland. First of 6 games this afternoon we're going to have for you, with the big one, Broad Axe TNT at 10:15 a.m. Warriors versus the Greencastle Antrim Spartans at 11:30. Brunswick Assassins versus TNT at 1 p.m. And Spartans Ruckus at 2:15 and Top Gun X Dogs at 3:30. Here we go. Hoffman takes the snap from the gun, gonna fire, batted, incomplete. That's gonna bring up 2nd and 5 for the Knights. Knights 2-0 on the year. They defeated the Spartans on opening day, and then last week they pounded the program 18-0. Dominant defensive performance brought about by a very stout defensive line, stifling the program at every turn. Warriors defense is no slouch themselves either, holding Top Gun to 6 or 7 last week. Here we go. 4 wide receivers and a tight end. A man is coming in motion and false start. Yes, it is. A false start on the Knights, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 10. As I'll take a few steps back myself. Warriors currently 0-2. Lost on opening day to the affiliate nation and defeated Top Gun last week. And a nail biter came down to a last-second Hail Mary that was batted down in the end zone. There we go. Hoffman takes the snap. Fires to the left side. Incomplete, off the hands. 3rd and 10 for the Knights. See what they do against a very tough Warriors defense. No, it is not rainy. That is the good news this morning. Just a cloudy, foggy morning, to be honest. It's got that Hounds of the Baskervilles feel to it. It's supposed to be 82 degrees this afternoon. Snap to Hoffman on 3rd down. Andy looks, fires wide open. He's got his man, and he's going down the field. He's still going. And a 1st down for the Knights. He just burned him. My goodness. They convert a 3rd and 10. And they're going to mark it 1st down for the Knights. Looking where Brian Davis is, roughly about 13 or 14 yards to go. He had plenty of room there. My goodness. Hoffman coming up to the snap. Gonna make a man, put a man in motion there. Hoffman's gonna look to his right to where he is. Off his hands, incomplete. 2nd down and 13 coming up for the Knights. That's 3 balls already that have hit the receiver's hands and gone to the ground. 3 drops already for the Knights. My goodness. The way coverage has been for the Warriors, I need a lot more drops. Hoffman in the gun. 4 receivers, a tight end. Takes the snap. Fires up. And incomplete. 3rd and 13. And for the Knights here, can they convert their 2nd, 3rd, and long in the game? Tight end, 4 wide. Man in motion. Here he comes. Hoffman's going to run the option to the left. He's going to cut inside. And look at the big man go. Andy Hoffman. What a run. He's deceiving, folks. He may be big, but those legs are nibble. And if you give him a hole small enough, he's able to burn you. The option run, he took it up the middle, and he got some major gains on that. I'd say that's about an 11-yard gain on that run. He is deceiving. He's not a statue back there. He may look like an offensive lineman, but he's got the mobility of a wide receiver sometimes, if you're not careful. Snap, Hoffman. Fires to the left, over his head, incomplete, and the Warriors stand strong. As the Knights defense comes on the field, so does the Warriors offense.
My bad.
Scored their first touchdown of the season last week. A pass from John Shobe to Brandon McLean. As we switch sides of the field. Shouldn't have too much of a problem this week with the sun. That was the bigger problem last week. Warriors offense trying to get clicking a little bit. They had some momentum in the spring, but they've stagnated so far this season. A quarterback change from Ryan Rao, who was the quarterback, now tight end, to John Shobe, the former Ruckus quarterback. Snap, Shobe's gonna get flushed, and Shobe's gonna be sacked. He's gonna take a couple more steps back, I'm a little too close. And that line was decimated. Shobe had nowhere to go. 0-0 here in the first quarter. Just got started. It's a huge loss. Looks like it's going to be 2nd and 30. Yikes. Shobe in the gun. Snap a little low. He caught it though. Off McLean's hands. Intercepted. And we talked about the ball going off the hands of the Knights receivers on the earlier drive. This time it's off the hands of a Warrior receiver and picked off. And here we go. As the Knights come back on the field.
LT.
12-minute quarters for today's game. So take a couple more steps back. Faster paced game, shorter game. Hoffman's in the gun. The man in motion. Fakes the handoff. Well, no, he did. He took it up the middle. Minimal gain. Had me fooled. I mentioned earlier, you got to watch Hoffman's mobility. He looks like Jared Lorenzen, but he can move like Cam Newton when he wants to. Here we go. Snap, fakes the handoff. Hoffman's going to fire up to the end zone. Intercepted, Cody Snavely. And he's going to have his flag pulled, but Cody Snavely on a big-time interception of Andy Hoffman. And the Warriors and Knights have exchanged interceptions.
What was that, touchdown?
And the Warriors offense will come back on the field with the ball back. So far, 2 servings of donuts for these teams. As we set it a 0-0 tie. Warriors defense has buckled down in the red zone twice so far. Shobe in the gun. Shobe's going to take it. Option play. Look at John Shobe. That's about a 15-yard gain on the play by Shobe. Went left. They got him pretty far. That's going to be the key against this Knights pass rush, is trying to move Shobe around. Shobe coming up to the huddle. 1 tight end, 1 back, 3 wide receivers. And looks like there'll be a false start. False start on the Warriors. That's going to set them back 5 yards. Can't afford to make too many mistakes against this Knights team.
Sorry, guys. Sorry, guys.
Warriors in their 3rd season. They've made strides since the first one. It wasn't pretty. They averaged 2.7 points per game in their first year. A little bit of a higher number last year, around 9. See if they can hit double digits this year. Here comes the snap. Shobe. He's going to run to his left, run to his right, then his left. Shobe's trying to throw. And he's going to get a bit of a gain. About 4 on the play. It looks like he was trying to fake it to that left side, but there was nobody there. Then he cut it right and then cut it back to the left. A baseball player as well, the boy can move. Substitution, McLean coming out, Snavely coming in. Snavely had the interception earlier. One tight end, 3 wide and a back. Shobe takes the snap a little low. Shobe's gonna fire to Barden, incomplete. He had Quade Barden for the reception, but Barden couldn't quite come up with it. And he had a step or two on the defender. 4th down coming up for the Warriors. Let's see what they do. A little bit of a confusion there on the Warriors sideline, and they're going to go for it. Well, why not? You're 0-2, you need to make something happen now while it's still early in the season. Shobe in the gun, 1 tight end in the back. Here we go. Shobe takes the snap. He's going to fire across the middle to Rao. Rao had it, and then he gets it back after he lost it. A first down completion to Ryan Rao, the former quarterback. Ryan had it, then he lost it, and then he had it again. And a big conversion to the big man. Two-sport star Ryan Rao plays football on Saturdays and kickball on Mondays at Game Time Hagerstown, located on the fairgrounds every Monday night, 6 p.m. Register while you still can at Game Time Hagerstown. And that's it. And that's the end of the first quarter. 0-0 so far. Both teams have exchanged interceptions. And here we go, second quarter starting. As I take a couple steps back again. Not moving as fast as I should be this morning. From the 33-yard line, or 43, I should say. Snap, Shobe. Gonna run around. Oh, almost sacked. Shobe still going. And Shobey Dobie Dobe gets a couple yards on that one. Penalty. Offsides on the Knights. So Shobe takes advantage of a free play. A bit of a fun tidbit. The Warriors have 4 quarterbacks on the field currently. Rao, who was their original starter. Snavely, who started for Ruckus last year. John, who's the current starter. And Quay, who was the Warriors' first ever quarterback. Here we go. First down. One back, one tight end, back in motion. Snap low to Shobe. Here goes John Shobe. And he's going to get about 6 yards in the play. Third down coming up.
I only smoked the pack yesterday, that's it.
Warriors playing a little bit of a ball control offense so far, which in these kind of games, that is the best strategy. Game's only 48 minutes long today. Much shorter. You lose 12 minutes out of it. Time is of the essence if you're both teams. Snap to Shobe on the left. Shobe's going to run out. Shobe's going to fire. Complete to Ryan Rao again. And Rao converts another first down. So here I'm calling Antonio Gates. It could very well become the Antonio Gates of this team. First down from the 39. Tight end, the back, 3 wide. Snap to Shobe. Going to his right. And they're going to call holding, I believe. As he completes it down the field for a touchdown, but I get the feeling it's coming back. We saw the hold in front of us. And well, it would have been a 39-yard completion for a score. We'll come back and put the Warriors 2 sticks behind the curve. It'll be a 1st and 24.
Back here.
Or no, 1st and 29, sorry. And that's got to hurt if you're the Warriors. Had a very nice, methodical drive so far. And to have it pulled back because of a holding call is devastating. Stream today, courtesy of Adam Venata, number 2 on the Warriors. I believe I'm pronouncing that correctly. Snap, show, complete the Snavely on the screen. Cody Snavely is still going, and he's going to get a first down, but there's another flag. And it looks like they're going to call flag guard. And that's devastating. Warriors offense showing signs of life in this drive, but every time they show it, they get killed. So that's going to set them back big time. He's second down and roughly 35. Speaking of streams, I will have you Broadex and TMT at 10:15 a.m. No other games as of yet after that. But if anybody wants to volunteer, I'll be here all day today in Marty Snook Park in fabulous Hagerstown, Maryland. Here we go. Shobe in the gun again. One tight end in the back. He's going to go almost a mile. Shobe fakes, fires deep to Brandon McLean. Complete! McLean completes it! And that's a first down, Warriors, as we run down the field to get to the end zone. 3 straight perfect plays by Shobe down the field. The touchdown that was called back. A very nice screenplay called. And then the big one to McLean, roughly a 46-yard gain. As we go to the end zone, Cam. We do this every time the team's down in the red zone. See if the Knights can defend. Snap to Shobe. And he hands it up to the back. Minimal gain. Second and goal coming up. And this is a much better Warriors offense than we've seen this season. 2-minute warning. Timeout. It's not too bad. Yeah. I grew up in the countryside. Gnats were like the worst. I went to my reunion last weekend and
Big turnout?
big turn. Oh, smallest turnout ever, man. But we had more gnats than we had. Yeah. Here we go. You see Don Brown, official, and the head coach of the GA Spartans. Give you some time to prepare for the Warriors in about 2 hours. 11:30 kickoff for that one. As Shobe and the Warriors take the field again, second and goal. So they go 19 yards. Shobe, I can flush. He's still going. My goodness. Terrell complete. And that's going to bring up third and goal from the 5. Ryan Rao. Third catch today. He's coming in handy. No pun intended. Here we go. Theoretically, the Warriors have 2 plays down here. They could kick it if they want. But I think they'd rather go for 6. Need all the points you can get when you're facing the Knights. Here we go. Shobe in the gun. Snap. On to his right. And he's sacked. Kenan Williams on a blitz just took him out. And that's going to bring up fourth. Let's see what they do. I don't know about making a run call here. I would have gone end zone. You got big-bodied receivers in Barden and Rao. Fourth down coming up for the Warriors, and it looks like they're going to go for it. Well, that's a bold move, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off. Downside is they don't convert it. The Knights would have to go 90 yards. So let's see what they do here. One thing you don't want to do is throw a pick. It's to be a double win for the Knights. Snap. Shobe. He's going to throw to that right side to McLean. Incomplete. And the Knights will take over, and we're going to stay in the end zone. So the Warriors offense shows signs of life, but they're unable to score and get on the board. And the Knights will start the drive from their own 10-yard line. If I'm the Warriors, I try to break some heat here. Here we go. Hoffman in the gun. He fires deep. Williams is wide open, but incomplete. He had space, but Snavely was closing in. Looked open to me at first. My apologies. Two-minute warning issued out with the score sitting at 0-0. We had a feeling this could be a defensive game. Both of these teams have vaunted defenses this season. The Knights have surrendered 3.5 points per game going in. Snap. Hoffman. That is by Collins. Complete though. And here we go. The pig man's going to get some yards. Well, maybe about a yard or two. Ross Collins leaped up there and batted it into the arms of a Knights player. He's going to call a timeout as 3rd and 10 comes up. Mentioned Knights surrendering 3.5 points per game coming in. Warriors surrendering about 13.5, but a little bit of a misleading stat there. They held the affiliates down to 20 in their game. That's the best team both of these teams have faced so far. Knights will actually have affiliates next Saturday for their first ever meeting. Here we go. Hoffman's in the gun. One tight end, 4 receivers. Snap. Hoffman fires, incomplete. And it's going to be a punt, I would think. Not in the field position. And we're going to go over to the Warriors sidelines for this punt. A 3 and out for the Knights. Another great defensive effort for the Warriors, which the defense has been the strength for this team so far. So we take a sideline view for this punt.
Only the gunners can go. You can't go until the ball's kicked, my man.
See, the Warriors can try to get a block here. Snap. And it's going to go very short. And he's going to get about to the 25-yard line. Wow. That's a net of 15 yards. Special teams are the premium here in the WCFFL.
What up, live?
As the Warriors
Give me an
offense.
interception.
I saw that.
I'm gonna give me one.
I saw the tip. From the 25, minute and a half to go. We talked about how important special teams is. Not many elite kickers and punters in the league, as that was a net gain of 15.
Let's go, Alex. Get score here.
Snap to Shobe. Here comes the rush. Shobe's gonna run. John Shobe's got plenty of room. And John Shobe is getting a first down. And we're gonna go over here to the sideline. Getting ready for that red zone deal. 1:22 remaining. Warriors from about the 19-yard line, trying to get on the board and draw first blood here in the second quarter. It's been all defense so far. And we had a feeling it might be. Snap. Shobe. And he's going to be sacked. Probably spoke a little too soon on the red zone cam. So let's go towards the sideline. Actually, let's go back because the Warriors no longer in the red zone.
Second down. Second and goal.
Second and goal from the 25, I believe. So we head back on the field due to the loss of yardage. Here we go. Shows mobility is going to be key here. He's going to get out of there. That rush is coming still.
Watch him running.
And that's what they're about to bring 4. Takes the snap.
Hey, come on,
Show. Does a rush. Complete to McClain. Brandon McClain. And a flag. And it's a personal foul on the defense. And that's going to be another first and goal. We shift over to the sideline for this deal.
Personal foul. They were outside. They weren't inside the red zone.
And Hoffman trying to plead with Davis about the spot of the ball. Gonna mark it roughly the 10-yard line, looks like. So we head back to the end zone. Hoping the Warriors at least throw one play in here. Here we go. Shobe in the gun. Has Rao intercepted. It was off of Rao's hands and it's a pick. He had it to Ryan Rao, but it went off of Rao's hands. And there's an injury for tonight. See if he gets up. Looks like he's all right. It's a very physical game out there. Flags just merely serve as an alternative to tackling your man. But in the trenches, and even in one-on-one coverage, it can get pretty brutal sometimes. And as the Knights back on the field, have it at the 22? Yep, 22-yard line. And they go 78 yards for the half. 4 wide and a tight end for Hoffman. Snap. Looks to his left. Big Andy. Plenty of time. Complete. Is it? No, incomplete. Second down coming up for the Warriors, or the Knights, I should say. You feel the humidity kicking in. Whew. Supposed to be about 82 degrees this afternoon. Sun is slowly coming out. Second down and 18 for the Knights. Trying to get it in for the half. Hoffman takes the snap. And complete? Yes. And Hoffman will call time. And that offensive line is just buying him so much time. The Warriors pass rush can't get to him. Very clean pocket, almost Brady-esque. Zero here in the second quarter. From the 41, they got to drive 59 now to get down there. As my voice cracks a little bit. 1 tight end, 4 wide receivers. Hoffman takes the snap. Rush coming, got the flag! We just talked about how good the protection has been. And the blind side blitz comes in. Loss of 4 on the play. He just stole it from him. Here we go. Knights on no huddle. Are the Warriors ready? Snap to the right. Hoffman. Plenty of time. We might lose it here if he's getting close to that line. Go to throw. Incomplete. Hoffman almost walked himself into a sack there. And they're going to call it half. At the end of the first half, still tied at 0. No points on the board for either team. The Warriors have been down there twice. The Knights have been down there twice. But nobody can score. It's prom night all over again. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the second half of today's game. Knights 0, Warriors 0. No one could score. My dating life summed up. Snap to Shobe. And complete to McLean. And Brandon McLean's going to get about 8 yards. Very defensive game so far. Both teams have been in the red zone twice. And in the case of both teams, one drive ends with a turnover on downs, it's an interception. Warriors trying to earn their second franchise win of all time. Their lone win came back in June against Top Gun, 20-19. And we'll have Top Gun at about 3:30 today to take on the X-Dogs in their first ever matchup. Here we go. Shobe's in the gun. Here comes the rush. Almost intercepted. He has been pressuring this game. The Knights have been getting the show, but Shobe's mobility has kept a lot of plays alive. The Warriors, not so much able to get to Hoffman. Andy has had plenty of time back there. I've counted 10 seconds at one point. The lone sack for the Warriors came on a blindside corner blitz. Before half ended. Backs in motion. Low snap, hit the ground. It shows going to be sacked by Keenan Williams. Third and long coming. Sun's starting to come out behind me. Could create some view problems. We'll see. A little too close up. I'm going to take a step back.
Hey, watch it coming that way.
And the gun. Snap to show. Fakes. Here comes the rush again. And incomplete. I'm going to step behind this line. Fourth down coming up. See the Warriors side of punt. And they're going to punt as we go over to the sideline view from the night side. Here we go. Rouse going to take the punt. Here comes the heat. And it's going to go pretty far. We'll see if they try to field it. They will. And he ain't going to get very far. So the Knights will get the ball back. Still looking for the end zone. It's going to be a war of attrition here in the second half. One of these defenses has to break. Haven't had a tie in the Washington County Flag Football League since November 1st, 2014, when Ruckus and Nighthawks tied at 26 at triple overtime. You might have some viewpoint problems with the sun. We'll see how it looks in a second. Might have to go to a sideline view for the Knights drive here, and for a while. Yeah, she's pretty high today. So we're gonna go to the side after this play. Hoffman takes the snap, fires to the left, misses a flag. Still going, and there's a flag. Not the one that the Knights would want, I would believe. Let's see. It's going to be a hold on the Warriors. Trying to pull the flag, and they pulled a little too much. The sun's coming out. We're going to shift to the sidelines. 0-0 here in the second quarter, or third quarter. Third quarter, second half.
I mean, who knows? Ain't no baseball thing.
There we go. Hoffman in the gun.
There we go. There we go. Okay. Okay.
I got about, let's say about 7 on that one. We have shifted to the sideline due to the sun blocking right in my face.
Got the glare. Let's go, Oak.
There's a odor in the air, and it's football. blazing across Marty Snook Park. 4 receivers in the back. Andy fakes the handoff. Downfield, wide open. He's got it, and he's going to score. Touchdown, Knights. And we wondered when the Warriors defense, or if they'd even break, and they just did, as the Knights draw first blood here in the third quarter to make it 6-0. So they're going to go for the extra point. They're going to run the offense on there. Remember, you don't have to kick. You can choose to run an offensive play from the 2-yard line instead. Kicking is just merely an option. Here we go. End zone camera. Hoffman's in the gun. Takes the snap to the left. Hoffman. Complete. Got it. And the Knights take a 7-0 lead here in the third. And the Warriors are going to have to respond. It's been a bit of a slugfest so far between these two. Look over the sidelines. To the left is Broadex, number 1, versus TMT, number 2. That's coming up right after this one. Warriors back on the field. Got to make something happen now. Cannot afford to let the Knights take a 1-possession lead and hold on to it. Especially with the way this Knights defense has played. Here we go. From the 35, 7-0 Knights. And their home red versus the Warriors and their mixed blue and black. Snap. Show, brush coming, complete, Ryan. Oh! Rao had it, but it was broken up. I'd say so far, up until the touchdown, Kevin, that it's been roughly even between these two teams. It looked early on in the first quarter, it looked like the Knights had the Warriors on the ropes, ready for a knockout punch, but the Warriors buckled down 2 times. Same in the second, Warriors had the Knights on the ropes, only for the Knights to buckle down. And here in the third, it's safe to say that the Knights are the better team. We'll see though the Warriors can respond. Snap. Show fires across the field. Vanetta.
Nothing, man.
Ball's down.
Nothing.
That's maybe a gain of 1. Maybe.
I love you. I love you.
Defensively, the Knights were able to get a rush. The Warriors, not so much. A lot of the Knights' mistakes have been just dropped passes and poor timing on a lot of routes. When the Warriors in, they've been able to move the ball efficiently. They were getting hot there midway through the second quarter before the drive ended with an interception at the 5. Ten seconds left on the play clock. Shove in the gun. Snap. Here comes the rush. And intercepted. Shove's second of the game. And now the Knights have a real chance to put the Warriors on the ropes. a 7-0 lead. Every point is very crucial going in this one, especially with the shortened quarters. 12-minute quarters today, as opposed to the 15 we normally have. We're going to go back to the sideline due to the lack of a view right now. Some of the problem last week is the problem this week as well. Snap to Hoffman. Complete.
There we go. There we go. Nothing. There we go, baby.
And about a 7-8 yard, maybe even longer game.
Hey, bench press. Bench press. You need to get up there. That's what I'm talking about. I couldn't do what I wanted to do. Let's go, offense.
Just a little short of the first down.
You skipped. You skipped the day in the weight room. I ain't seen you on the bench press that day.
And that's a quarter. So at the end of the third quarter, Knights 7, Warriors nothing.
Hey, we good?
From their own 39, 2nd and 1 for the Knights. It appears. Reverse that. It's actually going to be from the Warriors 41. I got myself lost in the mix of this. We're going to get back on the field because the sun will not be facing me. One tight end, 4 wide, man in motion. Here we go. Fakes it. Hoffman. And complete. First down, Knights. As they're up to about the 34-yard line. Knights looking to stay undefeated for that showdown next week with affiliates. If the Knights win this game, that will be the game of the week. Knights versus the affiliates next Saturday. Hand off. And a minimal gain. Very minimal. Maybe about an inch or two. Second down for the Knights from the 35. Just simply trying to run this clock down, maybe get one more score to solidify it. Knights defense looking to post their second straight shutout. They shut out the program last week, and this week they've held the Warriors out of the end zone despite 2 drives ending underneath the 10-yard line for the Warriors. Turnover on down, the interception. Snap coming, Hoffman. Uh-oh, here he comes. Did he get him? No, he didn't. No one got him. Andy's still going. We talked about the elusiveness that Andy Hoffman has, and it came into play as he gets 10 yards on that play. I believe Hoffman is the lead rusher for both teams. I may be wrong, but I do believe he is the lead rusher. And that's been the story all game for the Warriors. They just can't get to him. Their lone sack came on a corner blitz that even caught me off guard. Hoffman in the gun. Snap to the right. He's going to fire. Complete. First and goal for the 19. As we're going to instead shift to the sideline view. Well, maybe not. Let's stick to this. In the event of a sack, I want to repeat it earlier. Trips on the left. Keep an eye for a screen, perhaps. He's got one-on-one down there. Williams in shower. Man in motion. Snap. Hoffman fires across the middle, incomplete. Bit of a bang-bang play between two Warrior players. Second down and goal. Still got to go about 19 yards for that touchdown.
I'm good.
But a goal line stand here for the Warriors, which would be their third of this game, would be critical. They need that momentum. They've still got a second one today against the Spartans at 11:30. Both of those teams looking for their first win of the year. Three wide receivers, a tight end, and single coverage on the right side. Watch that one-on-one down there. And here comes the rush. Got him! Second sack of the game for the Warriors on Hoffman. The blitz has been working. Third down and about, looks like only 22. So third and goal from the 22. They still got two plays. You don't need 6 quite yet. The Knights don't typically kick the ball. In the worst case scenario, if you get stopped closer to the end zone, it's a big advantage for you, especially with the way the Warriors' offensive line has had difficulties protecting Shobe in this game. A safety is very possible. Hoffman in the gun. One tight end. Snap. And rush coming. Number 3. Yeah! Flag was pulled. Number 3 for the Warriors. Second of this drive. Snavely intercepted the ball in the end zone. But the sack came first, which is actually really good news for Hoffman. Still one more chance to score. Fourth down and goal. 27 yards to go. Can the Warriors get a third sack on this drive? They've already had double the amount they did throughout this game. The heat is going to be a bit of a factor today for the teams playing doubleheaders, which include Warriors, Spartans, and TMT. Supposed to be up to 82. That's not counting heat index. So we'll see where it peaks at. Probably the warmest day we've had so far. Man in motion. Snap. Fourth down. Hoffman. Oh, Collins just missed him. End zone coming. Caught. Touchdown, Knights. A game of inches. Ross Collins had the sack. He just missed Andy Hoffman, and Andy makes him pay for it of a touchdown. And 13-0 Knights. And they're going to go for 2 to make it 15-0. Interesting play call. This will really put the foot on the Warriors' throats. So from the 7-yard line, I might as well go back on the field. I don't know what I'm thinking. I'm thinking ahead of myself. Normally I go to the sideline for the next try because they'll be facing the sun, and then I just realize we're not there yet. Need to wake myself up a little bit. One tight end. Hoffman takes the snap. Sack, got him. Fourth sack of the game for the Warriors. Third of this quarter. But the one sack they needed the most, they couldn't get.
No, I thought he threw it. It was a quick route.
So we're going to go to the Warriors sideline for this drive. At least we're going to try to. With the way the sun is reflecting back at us, still might be a little difficult. If not, we'll go to the Knights sideline. 13-0. Warriors defense has stepped, they keep stepping up in the red zone. This might be one of the best red zone defenses in the league. I got shades on. How's it look? Good. Okay. Cool. Yeah, the sun's been a pain. Trying to get the best view I can. If I can get myself a crane, that'd be great. Here we go. Show gonna take the snap. Rush coming. And they're gonna get him.
Yeah, exactly.
The Knights get a sack. So that's the Warriors way back, 10 yards. Yikes.
Yep.
Shoo.
Doing the next game.
Yeah. I'll have at least 2 today.
Okay.
I'll probably keep picking them up throughout the day. That's how it usually goes.
Here's my phone.
Yeah.
Let's go, offensive line! Let's go, boys!
There we go.
There we go.
Snap to Shobe. Fires. Incomplete. Right off McLean's hands. That's going to bring up 3rd down. And looks like the life support for the Warriors is about to run out. 2 minutes. They're not quite dead yet. But with the way the Knights defense is played, especially in the red zone, they're going to need a miracle. Nonetheless, an impressive defensive performance again by the Warriors.
They're bringing them out the woodwork. Hey! Hey! Bringing them out the woodwork, huh?
Coming up next will be TNT and Broad Axe.
You're good.
Snap, Shobe, rush coming again. Shobe getting swarmed. And he goes down for the 2nd sack of this drive. So it's going to be 4th down and 25 to go for the Warriors. And you would think, got to go for it here. All or nothing. At the very least, just throw it up at this point. With the way this Knights defense has gotten to them on this drive, you might as well. Do or die time. 4th down and 25 for the Warriors, trailing 13-0 here in the final quarter.
Back up a minute. There you
And
go.
McLean wasn't quite sure where to go first. See what happens. Snap. Shobe. Rush coming. Shobe's got to be careful. He's on the ground. He's going to throw it up and incomplete. And that'll do it. For all intents and purposes, they're not calling it yet.
What's the time?
Looks like they're not. Warriors are going back on defense.
43.
43 seconds remaining, and it's all academic from here. Warriors still got another game coming up.
Shake hands, fellas.
And look, up, they're just going to call it. That's it. Final score from Marty Snook Park, a very defensive game. Knights 13, Warriors nothing. Props to both defenses. They buckled down in the red zone and needed the most. Both of the Knights touchdowns came on long plays. Warriors red zone defense impressive today. Knights defensive line ferocious. They have now had back-to-back shutouts. That's going to drop that points per game surrendered average big time, at least down to 2, I believe. Can't do the math off the top of my head right now. 2 1/3, I want to say. As they will take on the affiliates next Saturday. We will have the game. It will be the game of the week. I usually don't tell this ahead of time, but I've looked at the matchups, and If you want the best game of the day, it's gonna be number 4 versus number 3. Pretty good chance either them or the affiliates will jump to number 2, following result of this one. Final score for Marty Snook: Knights 13, Warriors 0. We'll be right back in a few minutes.